Just want to give me a big air 5 from all the way from here to all the way over there. Go ahead and smack that follow button around for me if you don't mind. Go ahead and show it a little love. Make my day. What's going on, everybody? My name is BCM Palomino. We're going to jump into our third game. This is going to be round 2 of our TeamBCN.net bronze through gold tournament here. We are going to see I believe this is going to be a bronze versus a gold. Good old EpochVoiDz in the house. We're going to see EpochVoiDz versus his homie G, EpochAmbion. Ambion will be the our bronze homie G. EpochVoiDz will be our gold homie G. EpochVoiDz spawning at the top right as the purple nurple, and on the bottom left we're going to see a good old EpochAmbion once again doing his thing. You see, we are seeing two blood brothers duke it out so far. These two players, they were born best friends, went through childhood together, had trials and tribulations, almost kissed one day when they were a little too drunk, and here they are again to battle it out. That's what's up. So Void Zones is going to go ahead and be the Zergy. Moving on out. Let's go ahead and keep an eye on this supply. 14 supplies so far. See what he wants to do. First, do we want to get our pool and gas? Do we want to get a greedy hatch first? And it looks like we are seeing positioning for the pool. We are going to have just about a 14 pool go down. See if he makes another drone, and then are we going to get a 14 hatch right after that? The safe hatch. Ambient in the house, doing his thing. Looking like he's going to do this Forge Fast Expand shenanigans. We're going to see a gas next, or a hatchery. Pool is just about halfway done. The money is getting up there. This 15th drone getting rallied to the natural, so we will see a 15 hatch, 14 pool, or I think that, yeah, 14 pool. And good old EpochAmbion, just like last time. Good old EpochAmbion, just like last time, putting down his greedy expansion. That was a 15 Nexus. Doesn't get much earlier than that. It really doesn't. Last game we saw Ambient put down his pylon next immediately. Looks like we're going to see a cannon going down first, though. No gas being taken quite yet by Voids. Two links are coming out here. No. And are we going to see our pylon? Looks like we are setting up for our pylon again. Chrono boost being used on the probies here. What's going on, Pepe Le Pew? I love you. Gateway being a little delayed here. You can't quite afford it yet, can he? And we are gonna see our gas go down. Very interesting order here. Very quick. 3 bases are going down. This is a gasless expand. It's almost a little too quick. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. 2 gateways going down, leaving one little gap here. And a nice transfer. Nice amount of pros being transferred over to the natural. Might want to take his second gas next, or just keep on waiting. No need to rush into things. What's going on, Domes? And we'll see if Ambient is able to sniff out this fast third, or if he's going to just go ahead and saturate his 2 bases and try and grab his own third, or if he wants to try some kind of 2-base shenanigans here. 2 gates are officially done. Keep an eye out for that core. Still no core going down quite yet. later and later this core goes down, the later and later the warp gate's going to go gonna take. Getting a little worried here for EpochAmbion. This is going to be a tough battle for him. What's going on, Smiles? What's happening, Captain? And double gas is being taken. Here comes our first two zealots. Still no. Oh my gosh. Ambient taking his third. Just about 7 minutes. Beautiful time. Would love to see that core go down though. Getting a little worried about this core. I think he may have accidentally made 2 gateways instead of a gateway and a core. We're going to find out the hard way though. Right now this this third isn't going to get contested one bit. Good old Voids doesn't have any knowledge about the third going down, and he doesn't have any units either. He's making drones, so potentially Ambient could get away with grabbing this very fast third. Oh, 2 more gases being taken down at third, as you do see double evolution chambers and the Roach Warren going down. Pretty much see that from every Zerg player. Oh yeah, Lucas. Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome. Alright, do we have our core? There's our core going down, just about to finish up. As we are getting some more gateways. Very nice play going down here. I love that. I would like to see one more gateway up here, if possible. And really zero pressure from EpochVoiDz as well as from Ambient. Both players grabbing their 3 bases. Both players being alright with pretty much not scouting their opponent. EpochVoiDz is going to see this being chrono boosted. Actually, he might not see it being chrono boosted, but he is going to see it being upgraded. This may tip him off to tell him that Warp Gate isn't done yet. We are seeing a robotics facility as well, 2 gates to his name. Infestation Pit is on the way here, moving his way over to Hive or just simply Infestors. Upgrades are moving at speed, about to finish at the 10-minute mark. A very late speed, considering because he delayed his gases for so long. We are going to see 10-minute speed. Your average timing for speed is somewhere around 6 minutes and 30 seconds, I believe. Ooh, 3 cannons going down here. Very nice. Might be a considering he doesn't have that many units. It's a good amount of cannons, I think. Saturation looking great on 2 bases. On the natural, though, a bit light. Getting there, though. We're at 98 supply to 69 supply here. One Overlord is going to be able to finally see that this 3rd base was taken. Keep an eye on this production tab. 10 lings are on the map here, as we are seeing the 4th expansion being taken. This is looking more like this is looking more and more like a what was I gonna say? Like the Eye of the Storm here. EpochVoiDz is now saturated on 3 of his bases. While good old Ambient not doing too bad on the bases, however his army is looking kind of small here. Nice saturation. Their saturation is looking pretty darn close, actually. Well, we do see that income tab. EpochVoiDz with almost 500 more money per minute, $500 more per minute coming into the bank, as well as more gas than his opponent, as these 2 gases have not been taken yet. 74 drones to 49 workers. And the Muse are moving on out. We are seeing Muta Ling here. 138 supply at 12 minutes versus 97 supply. Unfortunately, Ambient has no idea about what's about to hit here. He is going to be forced to run away. His Proby is at his main. This Ling's just hanging out. These Zealots, Sentries, and Immortals are going to take so long to arrive at this point on the map. Stalker's being warped in for this engagement. Looks like 5 Stalkers are going to be able to scare away just about 9 Mutas. But not for too much longer. Would be nice to get this core. Let's see if he's able to get it. Instead, he's going directly for these probes. Stalker's a little MIA here. Let's go ahead and look at the Ambient cam. Keep an eye. Do you see that all his next sides are on 4? I like that. His Robo is on 5. I love that. Actually has all 3 of his next sides on 3 and 4. That's very interesting. And he has his most likely his original Nexus on 2. That's a really interesting hotkey setup. And of course, Gateway on 1. Actually, doesn't have a control group designated for his army. That might be a bit of a problem here, as these units are going to force him into managing his units and dividing them up into different areas of the map. Would love for him to just use control group number 2 for one of his armies, control group number 3 for another one of his armies, and continue with 4 being his 3 next size, since he only really needs 1 for his next size. Let's go ahead and keep an eye on the void zones. What's void zones doing? Are seeing units moving across the map here for good old Ambient. These mutants, too squishy and squirmy. Now, what's very nice is Zerg players in general really don't need very many hotkeys, very many control groups. I mean, as we do see for good old Ambient, all he really needs is his queens and his hatcheries on the hot group, and of course his army on 1 hot group. I think Terrans need the most control groups. Protoss need a little less, and Zergs need about 3. Until you start getting more complex armies into the late game, where then everyone should have about 3 hot control groups for their army. We are seeing the smother here of units. It's too much. Oh god, who is lagging this? And the GG goes out. Void zone's not having too much problem there.